Hi everyone, Namaste. Welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. I am Janaka, your tarot card reader and your medium. And this is one of my favorite sections. We are going to get messages from Lord Shiva. There are 4 pictures in front of you which will serve as your main option. As you pick these pictures, I would just like to say that thank you so much for your well wishes. I have a chronic illness. I have a form of autoimmune disease and my flares can happen anytime anything is triggered. So thank you for your well wishes and donations and everything. It's so close to my heart. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, I can go on. We will also be choosing cards today. Kind of see these 3, and I just want another one. So these will be for group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4 respectively. Group number 1, you have I Am Presence, Cosmos. Group number 2, you have Sacred Healing with the Medicine Drum. Interesting cards. Ooh, I love it. We have Divine Masculine with Sun and 11. And we have Crystal Blessing with Grandmother Crystal. So these are the 4 different cards that you can pick from. You will also get 4 colors which are associated with the 4 groups. And don't overstimulate your intuition. Whatever calls to you, to your gut, go with it. It will be the right choice 100%. And with that, let us get started with your reading. Group number 1. Hi, group number 1. Namaste. Welcome to Himalaya Spirit Tarot. I am Janaka, your tarot card reader, your psychic and your medium. I'm super excited to get 2 messages from Lord Shiva. The first card that we will take is this one right here, which says I Am Presence. I want to take a small oracle card for you. To keep this here on the side. I have a very strong sensation with this group. I immediately get angelic energy, that you connected with angels. Whenever you are channeling or whenever you want protection, I get the Shiva consciousness coming in and saying that you can call in a lot of gods, goddesses, spirit guides, but always call upon angels. It can be, you can take the name of an angel, or you could just say God's angels are all around me, something like that. We have Baobab. Yeah, because especially within the angelic frequency, there's this very strong sense that your angels have noticed continuously. It's the same pattern that I have seen with light workers, that they're always there to help others, even at the cost of their own health, their own circumstances. They put everything to the side and make helping the collective their priority. And they're saying that this is not stupid or silly, that your kindness is not a weakness, and never let anybody look down on you for that. And if they look down on you, honestly, their loss. Seriously, guys, like this past 1 week, that's the biggest lesson I've learned, that I continue to shine my light, and those who are smart enough will choose my light as a healing source, and those who will choose it to feed their ego, it's on them. So I don't know why I want to share that with you. Very personal right there. We have 18 water horses with magical encounters. Yeah, I immediately get this feeling that there's something very not humanly about you. When I say not human, I mean even in like a star seed way. Like, yeah, you are a star seed. We are all made from stars. We are all made from God particles. But you have this energy frequency about you. Every time you have taken birth upon the planet or in any 3D way, I don't think there has been any lifetime where you have not completely very closely worked with angels. So it can be in any capacity. Maybe you worked a little in some lives, in other lives you worked a little bit more, but surely like the energy immediately is like you've worked with fairies, with magical beings, with ancestors, whatever you call it. You have done some form of light work in every single birth. And if you don't do it, if you don't connect with divinity properly, you start feeling depleted. And that's what Shiva consciousness is saying to you, that I am not just your power. When I say I mean divinity. Divinity is not just your power, it's not just a source of strength, but it's who you are. It's literally the only thing that makes sense to you on planet Earth. Like, if you did not have God and angels and light working to basically help you rationalize what's happening in this world. They're saying you would be completely drowned in the darkness of this 3D dimension. But they're saying it's not just because you're weak, but it's because nobody has ever been able to separate you from light ever. So this card got left behind. It's interesting. It's 9 with the Hermit. I'm getting immediately something about this particular year. It's 2025. It comes to a 9. You're clearing some very important karmic imprints in this year. Let's see what those karmic imprints are. That Lord Shiva is saying, I'm just reminding them of this. They know this already. It's just a reminder that you are here to clear a lot of karma, and life gets tough at times, not because you are bad, you are evil, or because you are weak or people don't support you. That's not why life gets tough. It gets tough because people who are coming into this particular incarnation in order to clear out densities, such as removing fear from their own heart, and thus removing fear from collectives, removing lack mindset, removing poverty's fearfulness from your own mind, and that way clearing your own ancestral line, clearing your own family of financial trauma. Those of us who come down here to do these collective things, we often go through very strange mood swings. When I say strange, it's like one moment we feel really good about ourselves, then we don't, then we feel good about God, then we don't, then we feel that spirituality is everything, then we're like, what even are we doing? So when I say strange, it's a mix of all of these things combined, and at all times you are clearing. It is because you are working continuously on a spiritual level that you feel this emotional drain, basically. So that's something that they are reminding you of with these cards. We have 21, the World card. Hermit talks about isolation. 7 of Cups is about choices. And then Ace of Wands is about lighting your fire, and the World card is about completion. And I think the biggest message, which is very clear, very no doubt when I say this, it is very important for this group to always take time out. Anytime you are confused, feeling foggy in the head, it is important for you to cut off from the 3D world. Don't listen to news, don't go on social media, don't listen to this war, that war. Yes, it's happening, but for this group, it's really important to completely shut that out for a while, reconnect with themselves, with their angels. I'm literally seeing all of these as being your angels. And you're just sitting there all alone. You don't even talk to your angels as such. You don't actively do it. It just naturally happens that when you are quiet, without realizing, you start talking with your angels. And that lights up, it reminds you again of the purpose of that which you are here to serve. And it is that you are helping us transition to the new age. And we will transition by the end of 2025, which is what I got at the end of this, when I saw this card, that at the end of 2025, many of us will leave very bad, painful, negative things, people, jobs, situations, even physical illnesses. We will leave them by 2025. But for this group, it's going to happen by connecting with your own divinity and remembering at all times that you are divinely guided, that the angels are always with you. You always get the right signs and symbols. You always get the right messages. You are always at the right place at the right time. When you think of these things, immediately your power is, it's not tripled, but you realize how powerful you really are. It's like you forget now and then that you are the king of the jungle. You start acting like a plant or you start acting like a squirrel, but really you are the lion. So that's just one message. Or whoever you think the king of the jungle is. It's up to you. Okay, so let's see the next 4 tarot cards from Lord Shiva. We have the King of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, hard work as well as a lot of discretion into it. 8 of Wands, double 8, manifestation energy. Amazing, very beautiful. 3 of Pentacles. I'll have to hide these. They're naked. So anyway, the 3 of Pentacles. King of Swords. First of all, yeah, guys, again, this is repeating itself. If you think that, why am I foggy? What can I do to immediately get clarity? What can I do to immediately start feeling better? Start spending time by yourself, alone. Do activities by yourself. Not because I'm someone who's like solitude is the only answer, but the more solid connection you have with yourself and the way you deal with the world. Like if you know that even if I am by myself, I can have a great time walking by the beach or going for a walk. I love going for a walk alone. I don't need anybody else. And what are the things that you do alone and you love? Because those are the sources of your power. They remind you again that you don't need anybody. And once you remember that, you can go into the world and shine your light. Lord Shiva is saying, when you go into the world with a sense of, oh my God, I have to go into the world because where else do I belong? I don't belong anywhere else. I have to go out, be of service, be kind, be nice. Only then am I living my purpose. Lord Shiva is saying, no, that's not how it's working for this group. Number one, be connected to who you are. Do things you love. If it's painting, singing, dancing, do it alone. Do it in isolation. And then remember that your true place, your true home is your soul. Once you remember that, go out into the world and then engage in shared activities. That's the right way for this group to go about these things. With the Eight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, there's a lot of channeled messages you're getting from your guides, your spirit guides, your angels. And they're saying note them down, write it down. Again, alone time is going to be the key for getting these messages. Whether you write, whether you dance, whether you sing random things, whatever it is that you do it very spontaneously. Say things you don't allow yourself to say in public. Even if it includes curse words, even if it includes controversial opinions, say them out loud. Your ears should get to hear your voice saying these controversial things. Do it alone before you do it out in the public. Okay, so that's the message that I do have for you, group number one. I want to keep it short, mostly because, I'm still a little drained from my illness, my inflammation. I have spondylitis, so I get flares. So anyway, so that's the message. I hope you liked it. If you did, you can like and comment. It really helps my channel. If you're new, consider subscribing for similar channelings. Even if you can't do that, it's completely okay. I love you so much. And thank you guys for your support and your good wishes and supporting me in all forms of ways. I love you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Hi group 2, namaste. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm so excited for your reading. As soon as I tapped in, I immediately saw 222, and that was for group number 1 as well. I did not tell them, but there's something with the 2s and 2s and 2s, a lot of psychic expansion. You might be like, how much can I expand psychically? And the answer is, there is no end to it. So my roommate just came in and I just saw 555, and you guys have a connection with Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna, Ma Radhe. Something's going on, something super. Okay, I don't even know. Let me just put this on the side here because I just want to get to it, because there's something very different about your energy. Whoever chose group 2, what the heck is going on? The energy is very intense, guys. Like immediately I'm sensing like you have been psychics like since the day you were born. Like you were a kid and you already knew we are all gods. Even when you were growing up, you might have been 3 or 4 and people might have looked at you and thought, this child seems strangely mature for their age, or something about you used to creep people out because they couldn't understand. Because it's like sometimes people look at your eyes, and even if you are like 10-year-old kid, they can see that you have the eyes of old man, old woman, old soul. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I feel like. Oh my God, I kid you not, I shuffled this so well. This same card showed up for group number 1. Yeah, you guys have a connection right there. I'll send group 1 over to this as well. Okay, Lord Shiva's asking me to keep going. He's asking me to keep going before I jump to any conclusions, because I want to jump to some serious conclusions. First of all, if some of you have been working with your ancestors and you have been like, is it good? Like, what kind of ancestors are around me? Are they good ancestors or are they bad ancestors? Number 1, our ancestors are like this, right? Imagine that these are 3 layers. This is the upper, this is the middle, and this is the lower layer. So this is heaven, this is earth, and this is hell. Yeah, to simplify it. The ancestral, and actually all realms, they stay like this, They are like a circle around these 3 layers. So our ancestors stay in the light, stay in the middle, and stay in the dark as well. So anytime you work with any kind of consciousness, you work with angels, you work with ancestors, you will have to do things to clear your energy. And for you guys, I'm getting dancing very strongly, and I'm also getting a lot of like drums. I'm getting a lot of I don't know what culture or what like it doesn't even have to be in your bloodline. If there is a particular culture that you are called to, if it's Indian, if it's something in South America, if it's something South Asian, if it's something in South Africa, you know, whatever it is that you're called to, something about the instruments that they use in the shamanic process, because I immediately see a shaman here. I see an old grandmother, and she's wearing robes. She's wearing brown and black, brown, black, and a stroke of green. Very earthly, but a shadow worker. Works with transmuting dark energies. Works with people who are going through illnesses that can cause death. And this grandmother, she actually helps. So that's what I'm seeing. I don't know who this is. Is this Makali, or because our ancestors have worked with these energies very strongly, like with the energy of Makali, with the energy of Ma Durga, with the energy of Isis, with the energy of Ocean, with the energy of Maoya, with Kuan Yin. They've always worked with these energies. So your grandmother has worked with these, and she used to, and I'm seeing her beat a drum, like literally, like something very holy, or the drums. I don't know, guys. Something's up with your energy, which is super mysterious to me. I want to get to know this. We have bear. What did I say? I don't even lie. Look at this. It says bear, fierce femininity. There's a fierce feminine guardian around you. And when you are connecting with your ancestors, it's always a thing, you know, we connect with both the light realm and we connect with the lower realm as well. When we come in as light workers in the middle realm, we don't just say we only work with God. We say we work with God and shed light where there is darkness, or we take darkness and we send it up to light. That's what we do in the middle. You know, that's why we're mediums. We're in the middle. We're tools. And there's very fierce females around you. So Lord Shiva is letting you know, Ma Kali, Ma Durga, Isis, Athena, whoever, even Mother Mary has a very fierce lava form. Like when she's in her love energy and she's fierce, she clears things like that, you know. So whatever it is, remember, you have to be fierce. That's what that's the thing. That's what I'm feeling. It's always the most, intense feelings, but it turns out to be quite simple when I say it out loud. But they're saying that for this group, when I say they, I mean Lord Shiva, they're saying that it's very important for this group to tap into their anger, their rage, how fierce they really are. And when you get angry, just be honest with yourself, group 2. When you get angry, I think there's a very different version of you that gets unlocked. A different version of you which you are like, even I'm scared of that version. I don't want anybody to see that version because God knows. God knows what I will do if I'm angry. And almost I'm hearing that, don't you dare come after the people and the things I love, because then you'll unlock the dark side of me and you don't want to see that. There's something very fierce about it. And Lord Shiva is saying, get to know that side more. We have the 7 of Swords. Immediately got that again. Very like, that's what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing a very old ancestor banishing dark energies, banishing negativity. I'm also seeing that this group deals with very grave issues like murder, molestation, genocide, things like that. You have a very strong spiritual interpretation of these things, and it's needed for you, is what Lord Shiva is saying. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you have a connection with group 1. Ace of Wands, the Hermit. I shuffled these so well. Like 10 minutes, all I did was shuffle. The Hermit. I repeated from group number 1, and the Knight of Swords. Let me tap into this, guys. So the first message that I'm getting with 7 of Swords and Ace of Wands, and this is just saying, it's blood. I managed to hurt myself. Anyway, so wherever you do see, and you are capable of seeing this, you have strong psychic knowing. It's like clear cognizance. You immediately get to see somebody draining your energy, and they are saying that almost everyone, Lord Shiva is saying this, that as a light worker, you will find that almost everyone drains you of your energy. Very few people can feed to you that light which you feed to them. Immediately, no matter how good of this connection it is, they're saying if it's a romantic connection, if it's a very strong friendship, if you feel the need to take time out and clear yourself mentally, take that time out. And they're saying immediately as you start losing focus, concentration, clarity, these 3 things they are saying for you: focus, concentration, and clarity. Clarity like this is right, this is wrong. I want to choose this and I want to reject that. When you lose this clarity, it's time for you to take a time out. And they're also saying that if you are somebody who works with people one-on-one, you give them sessions, you give them healings, or something about it requires you to interact with them directly, it is extremely important for you to ask them to give you time off. Like even if it's in the middle of the conversation, you can tell them, I'm sorry, I'm zoned out. I need to spend some time just alone sitting by myself. This group needs to do that more and more. For others, there's a message here that you will help people with the Knight of Swords. I see Lord Garud over here, Lord Garud. And I see that you don't essentially send healing to people. Okay, that's not your thing. You don't just take their energy and heal it for them and then send it back. You show them how to heal themselves in the long run. That's your biggest message with the reading today. Yeah, because your only purpose is not just to heal energies, or to give messages that are positive. You are supposed to give messages that will stay with people in such a long way that they keep learning from it. Okay, so almost like that. Like you help people open up to their own self-healing capacities. Okay, so that's a very important and special message. So amazing, Bear. Yeah, because you have to be fierce, man. Because people sort of start taking things from you at certain point. No matter how nice they are being to you, at some point people have this tendency to all of a sudden, I don't know how, but you start feeling drained. And at that time, you need it. You need to tell them. They're saying even if it's God, tell God that I need some time off. And they're saying God as an example. Like you will always need your time alone. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords. Such a strong energy, guys. And it's very simple actually. The thing is that the amount of psychic messages that you just get by being in a space, this is like you look at people laughing, you look at them talking, you look at them sharing things with each other, and you can already tell, okay, this person lies a little bit, this person is hiding something, this person went through something bad, they look sad. Like you just looking at people's eyes, and you already like getting information. Like I don't know, that's the sense. And it's like I'm almost seeing somebody walk into a cafe and they are looking at these hidden places, like how is the table arranged, how are the chairs arranged. You're looking at the faces of those waiting on you, looking at the face of the manager or whatever that is, and you're immediately reaching to conclusions about the energy of that place. And they're saying that this is not imagined. It's literally that's how clear of a channel you really are, and you were born with it. You walk into that place and you start boom, 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 getting information about the energy. Not because you're trying to do it, but that's just how you see the world at this point. There's no other way for you to get information except through spiritual energetic channels. So it's not about like, oh, I choose to be claircognizant. It's like you are now. You don't have a choice except to just be like, well, heck, well, I am one. How do I, what do I do about it? Just how like a physicist or physicist, if somebody who's completely pro science and does not like spirituality at all, they will interpret everything scientifically. That's just how their brain is wired. Similarly, somebody which is you, who have this very in-depth connection with spirituality, you will, no matter how hard you try, you will always see things in a spiritual way, so just getting to know that side, as well as sometimes when you do get angry, it is not because you are impatient or not able to control yourself, but because you can already sense the negativity in the energy and it pisses you off. Very simple. It's just as simple as that. So don't judge yourself that I am impatient, that's why I get angry, or like I have to be more patient, this and that. No, you just have to familiarize yourself with your rage, because I keep getting that your rage is extremely sacred. So that is what the message is for you, group 2. So what a beautiful energy. Let me know how this resonated with you. I would love to hear about it. And if you liked it, do like the video and subscribe if you're new. These are very simple ways in which you can help my channel. And even if you can't do that, I'm really grateful that you gave me the chance to speak to you during this time. And I was not well, and my inflammation is still it's still there. So many people have helped me in so many different ways ever since I've been on YouTube. My heart, you are all in my heart. I'm so grateful. Anyway, I hope that I soon get to do this again. And until then, namaste, take care. Hi Group 3, Namaste, welcome to your reading. I am Chanika. I will be your tarot card reader, your psychic, your medium for the duration of this reading. So in the last group, which is the second group, I got immediately sensed the energy of Sri Krishna. And for you, I keep getting a lot of solar energy. Solar, Isis, Mother Isis for sure. But there's also Lord Ram as well as Ra, the Egyptian sun god, Ra. And there's also, if you've heard, there are these divine horses, form of Adityas, basically, the divine horses of fire. Something about them is also coming through. And Rudra form of Lord Shiva as well. It's very intense energies. That's been the case actually from the very first groups, and energy has been building up slowly and steadily. It keeps getting more and more interesting. Let's see more. Something to do with Apollo. It's like they're saying, Lord Shiva is saying that the story of Apollo has some form of message for you, or like, I don't know, they're saying it's got a lesson for you, or that you were part of the story of Apollo. I don't know what that means, guys. I just hear this stuff. We have Scott Spine. They're also like sort of asking me to ask you that Group 3, are you seeing the signs and symbols in nature? Because your angels are sending you loads of signs and symbols. Your angels, your guides, they're sending you symbols through trees, through simple things like all of a sudden there's a cloud over your head. All of a sudden the wind is blowing faster. Or all of a sudden the air is extremely still. There's one sparrow that you spot somewhere. All of these little things, they are sending you signs and symbols. They're also talking about extreme alignment for this group. After this reading, it might just happen that you will start noticing a lot of angel numbers. 222, 777, 555, 666 off the top of my head. Yeah, you will notice a lot of angel numbers. Also like patterned synchronization, like 1818, 2121, stuff like that. You're going to start noticing it. Start paying attention to the signs. There's something important that they're almost saying that this is a secret, and only you can find it out. I don't have the power or the authority. I don't even have the permission to find it. So each member of group 3 will unlock this secret from the universe on their own. So interesting, so mysterious. It's like Lionsgate is ending with a bang. It's not ending, it's already, I felt the ending energy. It's like the next thing, 23. See, yeah, ram horned snakes, shape shifting. Also talks about secret powers, things in secret. Not in secret in a bad way, but snakes represent knowledge which you can't access unless you put a lot of divine effort into it. If I don't genuinely deserve this knowledge, this power, this secret of the universe, I don't get it. Immediately, they're also showing me books, loads of books. They're saying you have a lot of books you've wanted to read, but you already know which one to start with. It's going to be a book which is a mix of, they're saying it's a mix of the new age religion, the new religion, and the old religion. It's a mix of that. And that you have to choose it. That it will open up your third eye. It will expand your mind. That this book is very valuable. They're asking you to read it. And I'm directly I'm getting a lot of underworld energy as well. When I say underworld, it's like Anubis, right? Anubis, Bhairav Baba, Ma Kali. They're in the underworld more prominently because they directly take shadows and then send it to light. So anyway, so strong energy within that as well. Wow, guys, I don't know what's up. I was like going through my inflammation with the spondylitis and stuff, and I was like, I'll just do a light quick reading because that's what my body allows right now. But as soon as I tapped in, the energies are like bang, 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 strong messages. No joke. It's not a joke. Anytime you do it, you have to do it wholeheartedly or not do it at all. Yeah, that's the thing with energy. We have the Two of Wands. Talks about seeing the future clearly and planning. We have the King of Swords, showed up in group 2, yeah. Also have this particular group of guys, showed up in group number 1, they're naked. Three of Pentacles, talks about being accepted for who you truly are, for what you have to offer. Yeah, that's what they're saying. If you want a wish fulfilled, if you want to unlock a specific power of the mind specifically, you know the world and how it works. You know how the heavens work, you know how angels work, you know how gods work, goddesses work. These two, like this couple out here, is absolutely naked. Okay, and they don't even have hair. And the message behind this, they're saying that come to us in complete, be bare, keep your soul bare. You feel guilty about something, say sorry. You feel proud about something, say I'm very proud that I can do this, and I deserve to have it. Say it with authority. Where you feel weak, let them know I feel weak here. Where you feel powerful, say no, I'm extremely powerful here, I think I'm so good at this. Come to them in complete honesty. Them are angels of Lord, Shiva consciousness, God Shiva, the Ganas, and all the spirits that stay around them. And we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, see, I knew it. Because it's like, as long as you are coming to them and connecting with them in this beautiful manner, which is like, this is who I am, good, the good and the bad. I am a little good and I am a little bad, and I can't hide it from you, because you are somebody who sees through everything. You know what I've been through, you know why I am the way I am, you know why I repeat certain mistakes, and you know why I am so special and unique. Like, I know there is a divine reason I am here. I know that you love me. And that's what it is. You're a mix of both of these things. And that's how you're supposed to go to Lord Shiva, to God. Okay, wow, such a strong message. Wow, I really like this. Like this in the way that I thought that everything would be a little subtle. I would just be giving some simple messages that, take care of your health, sit out in the sun. But this is like strong straight away. Like these messages are for people who have been in the spiritual journey for quite a while now, and like they don't play around anymore. They're like, it's always been intense. Like, and this is for group 3. Like, that it has always been intense. It will continue to be intense. Even if it's like, I'm also getting a lot of spiritual relationships for this group. Yeah, like your relationships always are spiritual. Like, forget the twin flame, karmic. They're literally saying that these are old uses of these words. These are old words with old meanings. You have to find a new meaning and new words for relationships. Karmics, twin flames, soulmates. These are old words. You will find new words for these. It's almost like your business almost, to bring in new knowledge. Yeah, it's like, maybe that's what, I won't say it's your business or it's your only purpose, but it does feel like it's one of those things you're tuning in with right now. Right now, nobody else except you can bring in this fresh information. Yeah, and they're saying don't look back at the past. The past has things that are very dense. We have the 4 of Wands. Wonder what they mean by that. 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Wow, very intense. 4 of Pentacles, a double 4. 4. And the 6 of Wands. This is about taking a break, celebrating yourself. 7 of Wands is like, fight a little bit more, just hang on. 4 of Pentacles, again, take a step back, pour into yourself. 6 of Wands, true celebration. So that's what they're saying here again, that for this group, all you need to know is a very simple reminder that you actually are a very old soul. Remember this, don't have any doubts about it. You are beyond these simple definitions. I am a witch, I'm a wizard, I'm a warlock, I'm a druid, I'm a shaman, I'm a medicine man, a medicine woman. You're much beyond these things. Starseed, light worker, these are just words, right? You're somebody who makes up new words to fit the present situation. And you're also somebody who gets rid of these words when that word no longer serves what it's supposed to, right? So you are somebody exactly like that. So be extremely fluid. If you don't, and you will probably at this time, you will find that you don't fit into this world. They're saying feel it, look at the world. You genuinely, this is such a strange, harsh way to say this, but yes, you genuinely don't fit in, because it's not your business. It never was, it has never been. You've known that every single soul is very unique, and we're all the same in our uniqueness, because we are all so different, because we all look, feel, think, taste differently, because we are united in this difference of experience, that we rely on each other to feel whole. So you have this absolute yin yang, with the divine masculine. For sure it had to be there. I had a feeling, I was like, how is the divine masculine going to play a part of this? So yeah, so you are somebody who knows that it's always a mix of light and dark, good and bad. There's never like one permanent solution forever and ever. The only permanent thing is change, and those who can tune into that change are at the 6 of Wands stage, which is true celebration. You see how this camel is really young. It's a very young camel, very fresh, looking right at the reader which is me, whoever is looking at them. And there's this old man, closed eyes, bowing, and there's an enlightened energy about them. It's like he's so enlightened. He's a master. He's a spiritual master. He's extremely enlightened, but he still chooses to be humble. And that's the duality. When you have the maximum power, you will only have it when you have achieved the capacity to be in maximum humility. The more humble you are, the more power you get. It doesn't work, and the more ego is destroyed, the more your light, your psychic ability grows. And you know this, you've always known this. You are a shadow worker. You go through the tough periods knowing that this will clear and something much brighter will be ahead of me. Not because you're proud of your information, because you've known it for ages that that's how the world works. We go through the darkness, it gets sent to light, and then we live in the light for a very long time. And then all of a sudden we are launched into darkness again. It's just the flow, it's just the motion. And it's just that you need a little bit of a reminder of this now and again, because it can be lonely living with this ups and down. It can be lonely because not everybody is tuned into the duality. Everybody is tuned into I am light, or I am shadow. That's very easy. But people who go through ups and downs, like light, shadow, very frequently, they do have a more of a lonely experience. Anyway, so, oh wow, such a release of my solar plexus. Yeah, it's like whatever work you do, whatever it is, singing, writing, even if you don't do any active work as such, you do send a lot of energy out into the universe, and the universe respects your time, your energy, the space you give to people. They really respect it. And yeah, so that's what I do have for you, group 3. I really hope you liked it. If you could, please like the video and comment. It really helps my channel sustain itself. It helps my channel sustain me. And if you're new, consider subscribing for similar channelings. And even if you cannot do any of that, guys, I am so grateful, always grateful to be doing this for you. And thank you so much for your well wishes during this time I was not keeping well. I have you so close to my heart, and I'm so grateful for all the ways in which you support me. I really hope that I get to channel again very soon for everybody here. Love you so much. Take care. Hi group 4, namaste. Welcome to your reading. I am Janika, your tarot card reader and your medium. Why do I feel like this group is for me? I did not notice before, guys, but it's a number 8, and I have been tuning in with the energy of the number 8 recently. They're saying magic manifestation, guys. They're saying you have a portal. The portal is still open. They're saying although Lion's Gate might officially be over that way, like, yeah, all the psychics are like, that was a portal. It was open and it was gone. But I can literally sort of see Shiva consciousness coming in. And if this is you, I like to use my amethyst for this. This is you. Because you're an amethyst crystal. You see everything clearly. Oh, my favorite dude. Another. It was a gift. Anyway, so emotional. I got very emotional all of a sudden. Oh my God. I know what it is. I think you have a very, very open heart chakra. You see somebody in pain. You see somebody in conflict. You feel like it's not fair that they should go through it alone. Let me feel a little bit of it. When you say, I feel you, I care for you, you mean it. You feel it. You genuinely feel it. You're somebody in pain. When you say, I empathize, you literally feel it. It's very intense. I don't know if you understand the degree to which I mean to impress this upon you, but not everybody out there is capable of feeling other people's emotions inside them. But you are. And it can be a curse and it can be a blessing. Yeah, that's why you need to practice manifestation so much. Because manifestation power is that one thing which says that everybody around you will be feeling their own feelings, right? They'll be feeling sad, conflicted, confused, and all of those things. And although you have the power to feel their feelings, it can backfire, because if you don't feel what is aligned with your highest timeline, if you don't feel confident, if you don't feel you're abundant, if you don't feel that you deserve to get respect, money, all of those things, you don't feel that every single minute, until your manifestation is complete, the process gets delayed and delayed and delayed. It's not that it's taken away from you, it just becomes delayed. That's why you need to practice a lot of cautious feeling. Like if you're going to be an empath, you have to practice hygiene. Okay guys, let's see more. This message is from me as well. Akashiya, yeah, this is like the realm of the dead. Realm of the dead. It's like, the whole idea of the realm of the dead, especially if you tune into the concepts in the way of the Egyptian mythology from which this is connected. It's like when the dead go through, whoever it is that has died, they will definitely visit a part of the hell thing, the underworld, right? So we are not free of the underworld. It's always there. Just like that, we are not ever free of heaven. It's always there. What this basically means is that at any given time, negative thinking and positive thinking, heaven and hell, the good and the bad, they're always there. We can choose to feel the bad stuff, the hellish stuff, the shadow, or we can tune more and more with light every single second, and thus find a way of forever being in light. And they're also emphasizing, and this is so interesting, this is something that came up in group 3, when I told them that there is no permanent solution, right? Like you are never like permanently, the world is never permanently light or permanently dark. It's we go through the light dark, light dark, light dark. We go through it like that. But the way to permanently stay in light is through our perspective. Every single moment you're at this crossroad, right? You're like at this place. And every single moment, when you choose to jump, you can either jump towards the light or you can jump towards the darkness. And if you succeed the art of choosing light every single time, then in a way you're permanently in light. Such a strong message. I know you are. The simple takeaway from this is, if you find a way to always look at the silver lining, to always find the silver lining, to always have faith in the silver lining, you can be permanently happy. You can be permanently abundant. It's a possibility. Why not? Why not? Okay. We also have 49, thresholds and beginnings. Yes. See, that's what I'm saying. Threshold, which means that you're at this point of your life where you've realized that your mind is the maker of this reality. Whatever you choose to believe in, it does become true. If you choose to feel confident, everything around you treats you like that, treats you with respect. But if you go somewhere and you're sad, you're low, and you are sharing your pain without consciousness, like you're just like, in a way, what happens is people give you pity. They don't respect the troubles you've been through. They just pity you. On the other hand, if you make your sadness a source of your power, people respect you for your conflict. Okay? And that's what I'm getting with Nightfall, Thresholds, and Beginnings. Because I feel that this is the beginning of you choosing you choosing only light, you choosing only good things, you choosing to believe that you are an all-powerful divine being. You're always connected to God, always connected to angels. No harm can get to you, that you will defeat all your enemies. And your enemies include dark thoughts, negativity, pessimism, lack mindset, poverty. That only working hard and I have to kill myself in order to be the most successful version of myself. All these are your enemy thoughts, which you are getting rid of. And with Threshold and Beginning, think about this reading for a while. Sit down and think about it. Just by changing how you look at things, you can change how reality treats you, how people treat you. It's a fact. The Hangman, perfect, beautiful card, talks about masters, talks about somebody who has mastered a certain perspective. You're mastering the art of being positive at all times. Yeah. They're saying that it's not a joke, actually. It's not like something that manifestors and everybody just talks about. It's possible. The Queen of Pentacles, I'll have to hide my lady here. She's a little bit naked, but very beautiful. I don't like to hide her. We have the Knight of Wands. We have 12. So yeah, we have 3 as well. 9 of Wands. 5, 6, 7. And we have 8 again. We have 8, 8. See, I told you there's something with the 8 energy. We have an 8 here. We have 8 here. We have a 4 here. 4 and 8. 4, 8, 8. Right? 8, 4, 8. It's a massive expansion. 8 talks about the universe being in a very high frequency. The universe looking at you and saying, we forgive you for every mistake you have done. We see that you tried your best. At all times, we can look at things that way. Some people like to look at the universe and think that the universe is criticizing them, right? The universe is saying stuff like, you will have to penance, do so much penance for this. You will have to feed 100,000 hungry people, and God will not love you until you do this. Some people think that universe's love is conditional. It's a thought and you're allowed to have it, right? Some people look at the universe and they immediately have this feeling and faith that the universe is looking at them and saying, we understand. We understand you went through a lot of pain, because of which maybe you made some mistakes. Maybe you chose to be negative for a while. But now you're choosing positivity. You're choosing to forgive your enemies. You're choosing to love everyone, which is why we are choosing to forgive you for everything. We don't remember anything bad that you've done. You're a powerful, kind, compassionate soul, because that's who we are. Truly, at our core, that's what we all are. That's the positive way of thinking. So you can choose to believe in conditional love of the universe. You can choose to believe in the unconditional love of the universe. And they're saying that it's time for you to really think about it and choose what you feel is aligned with your path right now, because it's your choice. Only you can make it. So beautiful. This message is also for me, so I feel it, because it's like, yeah, you know what, very symbolic of this. It's 14, number 5, yeah, because it's like we never want to get hot-headed, right? We don't want to be like, no, the universe always has our back. God is always protecting me, so I can do whatever I want to do. That's not positivity. That's actually false light. That's false positivity. That's negativity disguised as positivity. If you're like, God will always, because God is always with me, I can get away with anything. That's not the right way of thinking, according to me. According to me, the right way of thinking is, because God is always with me, I can be in my true energy, I can be patient, I can be slow. People can call me weak, powerless, all these things. It doesn't even matter, because God is with me. So God being with you can be a way to access more and more light. And God being with you can be a way to access more and more ego. It's up to you. So that's what they're saying. How will you deal with this infinite power, which comes with the power of choice? It really is the power of choice. We have the Ace of Cups under the Queen of Pentacles. They're saying your heart is your true wealth. No matter how much gold, and this is a very important message, because no matter how much money you get into your bank account, if you are not full of positivity, you don't have faith in humanity, in animals, in fairies, in angels, and if you don't have faith that things will be good, that kindness will be reciprocated by kindness. If I pray for someone, I get surrounded by prayers. If you don't believe in all of this, the money in your bank account is worth zero, because that money will leave. Money only stays with people who are rich at heart. It doesn't matter what the size of your bank account is. What matters is the size of your heart. Money sees, which person's life am I entering right now? Are they someone with a big heart? Because I am such a huge amount of money, I need somebody with a huge heart too. So the same, 10 of Swords, yeah, very beautiful. And the Chariot, yeah. And it doesn't mean that you will have to, the Chariot is about taking control of your sensations, taking control of the negative feelings, basically, which is the 10 of Swords. The negative feelings are all of these. These are self-esteem issues. Am I skilled enough? Am I strong enough? Do I actually deserve to have a better life? Do people respect me or not? This feeling of doubt, of confusion, whether I deserve it or not, this simple feeling, taking a control of that is the Chariot. 10 of Swords is the moment of doubt and confusion. We all will have it. We will all, like I said, you can check out group number 3. It's actually very informative. We're always in the middle. The world is both light and dark. We can choose. This is light, this is dark. We can choose where do we want to jump. Do we want to jump up towards light? Do we want to jump downwards towards the dark? So the world in itself doesn't change. We change. So we'll always have these moments where darkness will look at us in the face. You will feel that just, I'm sad and I cannot do this and I'm so hurt and wounded. Maybe I'll never be okay. You can choose to believe that. And you can be that, because I've been through so much pain, I've been through so much suffering, and I know a God who sees all of this and rewards his warriors, and I identify as a warrior of God. I went through that darkness. I still chose to fight. I still chose to live on. I still choose positivity, which in itself is a sign of my fight. Choosing positivity is a sign that you're still fighting for light. And just by this choice, I am also chosen by unconditional love, abundance, wealth, and joy. So these are like the simple ways that I use to channel more positivity and light into my life. However you do it, it will be your way. Because you're a divine genius. That's who you are. Believe it. Okay, group number 4. What a beautiful, splendid, marvelous, absolutely best way to be ending this session. I loved it so much. Please do let me know how you liked it in the comment section. That's the only way I get like feedback, how I can improve, etc. So I would really, anyway, I lost my, I lost my train of thoughts. Anyway, if you like, subscribe, comment, it helps my channel. Even if you can't do that, guys, I'm so grateful that I got to speak with you right now. I love you all so much. You have been so supportive during this time, during my inflammation. Yeah, you know what? It really helps to recover from any illness when you feel supported by spirit, by people. So you did that for me. So I'm so grateful. And I hope that I get to talk to you again very, very soon. Until then, take care, guys. Love you so much.